Alrighty, good morning. Ooh, we're almost live. Alright. I see him live on my YouTube side. Let's see it through... Okay, perfect. Good morning and welcome back to WorldThrone, where we are working towards ruling the entire world. We only have one more goblin settlement to fight through with a livelihood of over 4,000. We learned from the reports that they have cave dragons and cave trolls and Maneras and cave ogres. So we're gonna have to get our dwarves trained. Get them good enough materials before we send them back. Yesterday we managed to capture a forbidden beast to use it as silk. A silk farm. So we have unlimited monster silk. Have them set to mine up some gemstones automatically. We're gonna go from there as well. This next year is in-game is gonna be pretty slow as we grind out some materials and train up our dwarves. Double check my mic isn't freaking out. Nope, looks like it's picking up my voice alright. Okay. No, don't raid. And then after we take over the world, probably what we'll have to do is go into adventure mode and take over those sites for our kingdom as well. See, a bunch of animals are growing up. Yeah, we have plenty of choirs. Doran, the stalker who can't walk her, is slipped into depression. That makes sense. That makes sense. Doran, try and get you a little bit of training, maybe make you a little bit happier. Let's see, I'll set you up over in this training hall. There you go, buddy. Train your heart's content out. Get a little bit of martial training. Alright, platinum coins should be still being made. Yeah, he's still making these things too. Our king has mandated the construction of some certain goods. More beds like usual. He's accomplished hammer dwarf, legendary, skilled and proficient, competent hammer dwarf, high master hammer dwarf. Is it real? Yes, it is a real one. It looks like they didn't run off immediately. Activate the civilian alert and have all of my dwarves meet up here. I think the yep, here come the snatchers. They keep appearing, but then they see my dog and they're like, wait, whoa, hold on, whoa. Someone open the door for a tour. How has someone not flipped this lever again already? Like, that was way too long. Look at him climbing over the trees when there's he could just use the bridge. He just wants to use the trees. Let's see, zoom out a little bit. What tree is he in? Alright, now we're gonna... One group of citizen is stranded. Oh, good. You jumped into the water for no reason. Hell yeah, you die. Oops, we flooded the fishery. These things happen sometimes. You cannot control them. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 idiots, slabs. Yeah. Alright, we're making them some slabs, that way we don't have to reclaim the body. Elath and Dobar. How is there a lungfish in the air? What? What? I think someone got crushed by the bridge. Throw him away. And throw him away. Oh, a human caravan has arrived. Hello, Knifest. Let's see, you still alive? You are still alive. Still the broker. Still happy, too. We're currently just having our military dwarves train as we prepare to take on the last goblin stronghold and rescue Zuntir Cobalt Doors, the child dwarf. who was stumbling around obliviously outside when he was kidnapped. See, probably send the humans with this box of destroyed clothing is actually going to make pretty good trading. Let's see what else we got for him. Trade him all those copper weapons we picked up from the goblins. Tired of staring at all of it. Got to be careful with that one. That one had a arty in it. Same with that one. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. No. Already selected that one. Alright, that should be enough to trade with the humans. Ah, somebody found Dobar. That explains where you guys went. You fell even deeper into the moat. I like the sprites for the great axes. Those are cool. Somebody come and turn off the silk machine. That way we can start harvesting. Nomal, High Earth, has been re-elected. And Ubul Deduxtigaz, Count of Gemnotched, is taken by a Fey mood. I hope they have more bears to trade. It's been a couple years since they brought any bears, and I was really liking all of the different war bears we were getting from them. I think they brought a tiger last year, but that also might have been the elves. I can't remember from yesterday. The humans, let's see, drinks by value. Oh, cool. I'll just select them all. Bring us booze. I think our stock is like at half. No, it's way more than half, but it could be more. Expand the booze reserves. This is milk or venom? This is milk and venom. Okay. Good to know. Oh, Doran the militia captain. Oh, that's this man here. Someone reported it. He's like, yeah, hey Cap, I saw Doran fighting with a monkey. Sentence, death. He should just get locked up, but there's a good chance. He's already pretty injured. Let's see. Closed cases. 57 days in prison. So maybe not death. Let's see what you got here. Why pig iron? Don't use pig iron. Grab something like the steel 2 feet away from you. Speaking of, our steel production is pretty low. What's going on here? It looks like we're low on flux stones. Okay. Not a problem. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is dolomite. Oh, the dwarf hack has bestowed the name upon a 17 by 13 R hammer. Alath Zulash's Hammerlord bestowed the name Lekagam upon a steel warhammer. We'll check out what that means here in a second. Gotta mine up some of this dolomite. That should be enough. So let's see, named objects. Bristled nature. We have soul voice, the simplicity of brutalizing. Burst, ransacked. Match suitors. Grindmost, the sunken pain. The smile of color. And the chapel of groups. And they're writing books about levers. They're doing it. Can finally trade with the humans. Let's get them set up with a bunch of stuff. Interesting. I don't know how to use that trade menu, so I'm not going to. So there's the artifact. Boop, boop. I don't think this one has an artifact. Nor this one. Okay, all set. Just birds, no bears. Sad day. Red beans and flour. Take a couple wheels of cheese from them. See if they have anything else. Not really. Alrighty, thank you, Coop. That'll do for now. Large serrated discs and bracelets. Who is asking for bracelets? The mayor. Ooh, we rarely get a mayor request. Trap component, that's what I'm looking for. But to say, is our king still making book bindings? He is. Oh, and a cat adopted one of the militia dwarves. Okay, steel is back in production. Perfect. And this dwarf is working. He's got a bunch of different items. Steel short sword. Yoink. Confirm. Let's go take a peep at that. This is a steel short sword. All craft store ship is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with octagon cut tiger irons and decorated with beak dog bone and encircled with bands of rose cut chiroprases and rectangular conglomerate cavicans. This object is adorned with hanging rings of conglomerate and menaces with spikes of cinnabar and steel. On the item is an image of a kapok in chiroprase. That's a nice steel short sword artifact weapon. Oh yeah, plenty of dolomite. Perfect. Okay, we still have tavern keepers and... There we go. Booze stockpiles have been expanded, nearly doubled. We're sitting at close to 5,000 drink, so we're not going to be dry anytime soon. Let's see, who else is caged? Put the eagle in here, put the monkey in here, and put the monkey in here. The monkeys. Can we pick up all the plants in this room? Or at least some of them. See, these guys don't have breastplates. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me. I was about to say, I should have enough. These are going to be the attacking squads. I want them to be well equipped before any other squad. Legendary, expert, talented. Okay, let's send these guys to just raise and attack, but absolutely steal some livestock while you're there. What's up, Kickall? Good to see ya. I'm pinning that. Oh, right, we have to get those, slabs up. Make sure they're all engraved. Perfect. Now we don't have to reclaim their bodies from the bottom of the moat. And if we're lucky, our dudes who went out are going to bring back a very special surprise for us. As such, though, not the dogs. Yes, the lambs. Yes, the calves and the beaked dogs. Gonna get rid of all the other animals that aren't our cool ones that we've ordered and acquired. Alright. The great animal purge begins. Alright, we're still waiting on some of our dudes to gather up their equipment and head out of the fort, so we don't have to worry about them getting back yet. Alright, still got 2 there. Everybody from that squad's gone, and 2 there. You got this, Atib. Got a tough eagle. He is on his way. Is he the last guy? No, Ustuth is. And they're sleeping. Alright, and after a good nap, they're ready to go raise maligned feed. Finally do something with all these large serrated iron discs. Okay, cool. And we used all the weird side weapons. The first one's a little warning, you know, you get hit by a couple things. But then you start stepping on just straight iron serrated discs that start sawing you apart. Very pale king coated. Oh. Turn on the silk machine. We'll check back on that later. And Ustuth is still trying to make their way out of the fort. And forgotten beasts are rampaging throughout. But they are of no concern to us. We have not cracked open those caves, and they're searching for nothing. This aquifer ended up working out great. Get a trash pit dug over here. We don't have an indoor one. But you're silly, because I already have the best viewers. Look at this monkey. Monkey. Spider monkey. A large serrated disc, huh? And this is why, way back when, we installed a stink gate. That way, when we started doing a mass removal, it wouldn't start flooding. The fort was stinky. I'm glad we could get you inside before the goblins took you out. Cosmos syrup. Stuth, get out. Okay, Ustuth made it out. Perfect. So they're actually on the mission to go and attack now. Good chance a couple of them are going to die. They are up against some hard enemies. Oh, then your guys' fort must be doing pretty well then. Quick little overview. Second floor is mainly living quarters. This is our king's room, noble rooms. Just kind of shoved bedrooms wherever we could. We have over 200 bedrooms, but we reached the limit of where we started getting caravans to when we became the capital. So this fort can actually support up to like 200 dwarves. Most of these bedrooms aren't being used. What are... Oh, okay, these are reserved for traveling units. Cool. My favorite thing I like to show off, our king's room. He has 12 goblins sealed behind walls of gemstone, so that he can conduct his business with their red, glowing, hateful eyes staring back at him for all of eternity. I really hope we get the bonus prize that we sent them out to attack the goblins for. I hope they're smart enough to bring some back. Whatever we get will be really cool, I think. Because even if we lose, like, the 6 rookie dwarves that we sent out, what they have will definitely boost our military power. As long as they come back. Okay, so a couple of them definitely died. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, 5 dwarves isn't bad. Out of 30? What is that? That's a 6%, so that's like 18, I think. Something. 18% mortality rate. Welcome back, everybody. How did it go? Okay, 4,000. Nobody's... Goodness. Okay. Goblin was struck down. Goblin was struck down. Dwarf was struck down. Human raccoon fiend. Goblin was struck down. Elf. So there's... all the evil forces of the world have gathered here. There's evil humans, evil elves, evil dwarves, evil goblins, raccoon fiends. Eton was struck down. Aw, darn, we watched him slowly leave. Ustuth was struck down by a cave dragon. Goblin's hand was torn off. Goblin was struck down. Raccoon Fiend fought with a dog. They fought with 415 blind cave ogres, slaying 334 goblins, slaying 10 of them. 83 cave dragons, slaying 6. Ushrir was struck down by a cave dragon. They killed 10 Mineras. A dog's eye was smashed by the Raccoon Fiend, and then ended. Let's see. Dwarf hand was smashed by the Raccoon Fiend. The Jaguar clashed with 67 cave dragons. Tiger was struck down by a cave dragon alongside 2 dogs and another jaguar. Killed 6 more goblins. And then no spoils. That makes sense. They had a hard fight when they got there. Let's see, let's butcher this one once everybody gets back a little more. Alright, now that they're back, heading into autumn of year 110. Okay. We're gonna send the Inky Beards to raid them. And steal livestock. Conquer and occupy this. Actually, let's demand ongoing tribute. That way we don't have to send, because we have a noble on this squad. And I don't want to have to go into the menus, reset everything, make sure I have it correct. So we'll just tell them that we want tribute from them. Right, the silk machine is still on. Whoops. Beat. Why is Dobar haunting us? What? Don't you have a slab? How do you not have a slab? Okay. Okay, well, we'll get him a slab. That way he doesn't ghostly beat anybody up or steal their foot. Somebody close the gate. Yep, get him hooked back up. You got this. I believe in you, dwarves. Perfect. Now turn the machine back on. Let's head down, PFL. Oh, look, Alath is also risen. The king is mandating construction of more discs. What a shocker. How many coins have we made so far? A lot. Ooh, Inky Beards got captured, but the fort is their fort is now at 3,000 population. Okay. He doesn't have any friends because he's just so crazy. Although he's changed some of his personal tendencies now. Okay, so they did not like that. That makes sense. They've returned. The mudmen and goblins. And against a cheetah, 4 goblins, 3 mudmen. Alright, dwarves, train. Train like you've never trained before. And someone turn the web machine off. Get all these dogs trained to be war dogs. Let's get our slabs for our ghosts. Dobar Hammer Dwarf has been put to rest, and same with Elath. May Armok bless their rest. And so now when I go into any given okay, so we have minimum number is 8. That way, whenever they get thirsty, any of them can go and leave for a bit. Sort of a lock-off room like this. Let's get some of this gem wall prepared to be mined. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Bam. Okay, make like rock door like 100. Interesting. Just brainstorming, kinda. Hey, what's up, Fubuki? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Conquering the world. And we're already out of doors. It's about a lot. It's about dwarves, that's for sure. I know that one. Okay, so we've made this door an artifact door. That way it can't be broken down. It's got an image of WorldThrone on it, so that way the demons know what treasures they're never going to be able to pierce. Currently we're setting up a sort of a cell block system. We're digging into places we're not supposed to, and to deal with the things that pop out, we're building a containment system, so to speak. We need to check our stocks. We have plenty of iron, silver, nickel, copper, bronze, steel. I don't want to use our steel for what we're about to do. Iron spear. 100. And then we're going to fill this last room of the containment with spear traps that are going to be activated a lever. That way, slowly over time, we can bleed out the containment rooms by funneling them into the last room and using the express hole puncher on them. Okay, so what's all alive? Dogs and the cool animals we ordered. And cats. Okay, perfect. That's all I wanted. Steady supply of war dogs, cool animals. And we don't have 200 yaks, which is pretty cool. We can move some of the animals over here. Probably where I'll put all the bird animals. And the little guys. Sorta. Each game, basically what you do is you just play, and then whatever killed you, make sure you defend against that in your next fort, and then that eventually will give you a pretty good understanding of the game. That's sort of how I learned. I looked at short tutorials online and browsed the wiki a little bit. honestly, not too much wiki help other than like weird specifics like, oh, why can't I make this out of this? Whereas like I think my first fort died because we didn't have like a door and we got invaded. And then my second fort died to where rhinoceroses. And then my third fort died to, I think, or I had to abandon it because I got locked into this situation where we needed booze, but we were also out of food. And every time somebody grew food, a dwarf would come up and immediately scarf it down. So we were just like always at the threat of starvation and slowly going insane from no alcohol. And since then, I've made sure to have lots of food and drink. Taking a bite of my bagel was a bad idea. Water. I get it. I get why the dwarves start moving slower. Yes. So, dwarves need alcohol. And they can survive off of water, but when they don't drink alcohol, they start slowing down, moving slower. And this is especially bad if they're combat dwarves who need to be fast-paced combat dwarves. She feels euphoric due to inebriation. Silk machine's just about out. We could probably turn it back on. I wish there was a way for like levers to be like, in 30 seconds, flip this again. Or something similar. Just because I could set them to flip it again, but the dwarf who flipped it will flip it and then wander off, not have a job, and then likely be like, oh, there's a lever that needs to be flipped, and then just immediately reflip it. I think a ghost pulled the lead bridge lever because it's down and that should be up. Okay, there we go. I was like, what is this linked to? If that's not working, then... Yeah. Just something that resets itself after a small amount of time. Ah, that's why it was lagging. A vile force of darkness has arrived. Alrighty. Turn off the silk machine. Activate the civilian alert. Shouldn't have any dwarves outside. Weird place to invade, but alright. Yep, just retract the bridges. Okay, if I open that up... Oh yeah, they immediately sensed that there was an opening. Fools! Yoink, caged. 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 And as an invader, you really gotta hope that you make it into a cage. Because, one more guy who lands in a cage trap... Oh, look, they decided to take off. They're like, you know what? It's not worth it. Yeah. Yeah. You have wings. Yeah, you have wings. We can't make a pit to throw people in for you. We did get more goblins to put in the dungeon, though, so that's pretty cool. Yep. Good job. Siege completed. Foolish goblins. Let's head to the dungeon. I guess that makes sense. They're just still transporting them. Tired, but it's only 7:38. You know, I've been feeling that a lot lately. I've been getting tired more in the evenings. I've been waking up a lot earlier too. 2 hostiles. Okay, just Mr. Spider-Man down at the gem cave, mad because he can hear us working beneath the surface. What's funny is I might be able to just dig up into the surface from the containment center. Yeah. And I can just let him in and into the containment center. BPR. Yeah, we were getting doors placed. Okay. You think I got enough doors? Ryzen Zalazesum. Dwarven child is taken by a fey mood and goes to claim a dwarven workshop. How are they doing on the spears? Oh, the manager hasn't. He's gotta go do his manager job real quick. Ooh, I see him flying around in there buzzing angrily. All the different colored doors are really pretty. That's one thing I like about this strat, is you get this nice mosaic sort of feel. Serrated discs, beds, and rings. Okay, not a problem. Rock, ring, rock. It's trap component, iron, serrated disc. Trap component, iron, serrated disc. There we go. The king will be happy now. Well, we've been minting platinum coins for a year straight now. Okay, the child dwarf is at work. He's using iron bars, shale blocks, conglomerate blocks, quartzite gizzard stones, sheep leather, conglomerate shale, and conglomerate, and he works furiously. I imagine him walking up. Oh, for that, you go to your, where is it? Place menu? Yeah. And then, like, each of them have different bedrooms. So what you can do, different rooms are different. So like, a good example, I can go to my captain of the guard's room, and then I know that that's my captain of the guard, so I go to his room, I check rooms, and then you can see decent and dining. I don't know the exact values of those, but they do have, like, locked values. So if you go and look those up on the wiki, that gives you a good estimate of about what it is. I think, like, grand is, like, 10K. And royal, I think, is 20K. For bedrooms, at least. Other than that, you just sort of gotta count. Like, the iron cabinet's worth 100. 278. Dwarven child has created Amikeshashak Rovad Shadmal, an iron battle axe, and she claims it in an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Ast Winerax. Yeah, I know in the temples you can, and in guild halls it'll tell you the exact value. But for like bedrooms, I don't think it'll tell you the exact. So you have a dining hall here. Yeah, no. I don't even think there's a dwarf hack thing for that. And I don't know enough about dwarf hack to check. Where is Gutter, Fatal Gutter? This is... It concerns the false friendship of the dude, Bolt Present, and human Beppa. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. My coolest artifact in the fort, probably the steel short sword that got made. Right here. No, probably the golden warhammer. It symbolizes our, it's a really heavy weapon in terms of melee damage. It's sitting at a 7, because it's made out of gold, where, like, watch me prove myself wrong, because I don't know. Let's see, steel warhammer. Do we have one? Yes, a steel warhammer is only 3, and I know that blunt damage is scaled off of the weapon's weight, so having a 7-weighted gold warhammer is really cool. We're actually going to give the first dude wielding a warhammer it. Mr. Sarvesh. Please use my foal. You, Axeman. Use this axe. Do I have any more? Yeah, and the rest are just named. They're not actually super sick. Yeah. get him dripped out in artifact armor. Okay, our dwarves are creating lots of spears for this room here. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore those rocks and then build some weapon traps. Let them get a bunch of those placed. It'll take them some time. They're going to have to place 90 spears plus a 10 mechanisms each. You know, speaking while we're at it, let's head up to the containment center and set a teleport. And then we need to head back up top. Okay, I have plenty of mechanisms. Back down. And here, we set the lever that we're going to use to initiate the cleaning sequence. Did they reset the kill chamber? No, they didn't. Why? There we go. Now they're going to rearm traps. Perfect. Let's head to the dungeon. Place those goblin cages. Goblin. 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 There we go. Our dungeon's getting pretty full. I need a forbidden beast that can't fly to throw all these goblins into. Oh, and I should probably hit play, that way the dwarves can move. That might help them. Ooh, cool, we're getting one of the cool songs. I think this is Sisters of Battle? Sisters of War. Cool, perfect. A room full of spears. Ooh, production date near man. A bed and 2 rings. Okay. $25 iron cages. Okay, that'll get done, so clothes will be back in production. Oh damn it, I know what's going on, we're out of dolomite again. That should be enough. Send a small raid against them. I get ready, I'm going to check my audio. All set. Go through the process of starting to lock doors now. Okay, that brings them all the way up to here. Okay, and then from here leads into here. Perfect. Aw, spear textures are still broken. Darn. Okay, all of our dwarves are happy. Okay, silk clothing is in production again. Spear traps are being completed quickly. slow process, but once they get these done, we can start digging into the gem wall. All the cage traps are rearmed in case they try to send another invasion to us. Perhaps when the war is over, all of my military dwarves can be scholars. Instead of using their minds for violence, we can use our minds for knowledge. But until the goblin threat is dealt with... Iteb, my brother in Christ. Are you, like, injured? What is... It's a little bit more than a day's travel. After a polite discussion with local rivals, Kosoth Work Tattoos has claimed the position of Lady of the Seduction of Bearing. So do we kill their leader? I love that our king is a cheese maker as well. He's a high master cheese maker. Excuse me. The brash strategies have returned. Why is there never any spoils? Why don't you pillage? Okay, the Goblin Stozu attacked a dog. Left arm was torn off. Retreated 67 cave dragons, slaying 9. Slaying 9 goblins. Hmm, 398 slaying cave dragons, slaying a goblin. And on the way out, 3 of them were killed by cave ogres. And one of them was imprisoned. Okay. Get our boys on the squad. Clear out clothes making for now. Do keep making the silk stuff. Probably instead of a robe, can we go for like silk? Yeah, robes. We're still making steel, that's good. Okay, we're going to be digging into the gem wall, so I need to take our king off of being a miner. You, random merchants that are all in my fort for some reason. There we go. I was like, which one did I miss? There should be 8, because one's not finished. I can clear those goblins' inventories out finally. Yeah, everybody come take all their stuff. What'd you grab from me? Iron crossbow, hell yeah. Let's let our drink tank for a little while. Work off some of the excess that we've had. Our boy finally ran out of platinum. In the year 111, we will mint gold coins 50. Elvish caravan. $70,000 dwarf bucks worth of coins. How much does that weigh? That's gotta weigh a ton. Yeah, look at that. Actually bring all the dogs in here. Okay, we need the broker. What do y'all got? Instruments. I'll take some toys. An iguana. I'll take an iguana. Capes. Vests. I can make robes. Some shoes. Sandals. Socks. Here, take this currency and start using it. Oh, and you're not ecstatic with trading. Excuse me for coughing, by the way. Let's get all your instruments. There we go. Yep. I can abide by that. I didn't cut down a single tree last year, so... Now I'm going to cut down trees, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. '20, 21, 22. I don't want them climbing over the river. That was making a bunch of dwarves just decide to jump in. Oh shit, yeah, and open the main gates. Nerdiverse Plays, Usan Besmar, Diagnostician, has been possessed. Nerdiverse Plays is a fellow Twitch streamer, so you should go and follow him. As well as Nimst, our worker. Whose name I think I spelt wrong? Oh no. No, I spelt it right. Heck yeah, I'm great. Dun dun dun. He's gathering items. Dwarf is good to trade. You guys are good to go. Our king is crafting so many stone book bindings. It's all he's been doing for a while now. Oh! Not a stream. Okay. Thank you for the correction. For those who aren't looking at chat, Nimst corrected me, saying he's not a streamer, but he did do a few mods. Let's see. That last spear trap has to be built by now. Let's go ahead and link that. This is our gem wall mining timer right here. Close. Very, very close. Preemptively, we don't want dwarves coming down here for a bunch of simple stone. We have actual stockpiles full of the stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and block all of these off, and then I'm going to hide them. If only it didn't affect the doors. I should have done this before I placed them all, then it wouldn't have. Ah, future thoughts for future games. I'm glad I spotted something when I did, or else that would have been a problem. This rock right here was keeping this door open. Somebody go get rid of that rock right now. Perfect. But all the other stuff is clear and locked away. So our dwarves won't be messing with it. Let's get our silk farm going again. I know that it said we needed silk, so we'll get some. Perfect. Getting a silk monster in a second fort makes me very happy. It was super simple. As you can see, the setup, I just dug into the wall, 3 doors, 2 bridges, and some fortifications. Bam. Silk farm. Luring him was a pain in the ass. He did not want to come over here. He was just hanging out, meandering around. Let's turn that off. That way people can collect it. Another piece of rock and a door. Okay, I think that's the only one. Minus the one that's also here. Yeah, absolutely. Like, if I had this room down a level from the beast. Because the reason I close it up is because my dwarves are brave enough to come in and collect it. They just are getting stuck in the webs. And I'm sort of speeding up the process because they'll decide to go and pick up, say, this web, come here, get stuck, and then... maybe. Let's check it out. Bam and bam. Let's test some dwarven science. I'll wait till they get those removed. Let's make it a top priority. Yeah, just lower. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. Cancel. Do I leave the, like, a 9x9 pad for each beast where I have them set up? Or would I, like, just have the chain on that top middle level and them on kind of like slopes? I think probably pads would be better. He's here and he's here. Okay, fair enough. Let's get chain back up. Cool, it's the cool brown jasper fancy chain. diamonds. I'll do this. Let's see if this works out. Yeah, worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out too well, I'll just dig them out. And then if it doesn't work too well on the collecting the silk, which I bet it will, I don't doubt you. But if it doesn't, I can just rebuild the floor, so there's really no harm in testing. I didn't catch it in time. Oh wow, we found native silver in sphalerite. Okay, I'll have them remove all of these. Oh, production date near man. Serrated discs, beds, and leather armor. Bed, bed, bed. And leather armor, leather armor, leather armor. Bam. Okay, that's done. Back to what we were doing. Moody Dwarf is still gathering items? Oh my god! What is he doing? What is he doing? Why is he doing... What is he doing? What could he possibly be making? Oh my god. Hell yeah, get it. Get it. You make the best artifact there's ever been. I believe in you. Bone dog. Dog? Beak dog. He's making a really big pair of socks. Let me look up if there's a quick... I see what's going on. It's something to do with burrows. So we'll... Goodness, okay, maybe. Alright, let's test this out. Pull the lever, Kronk! Now we just need the earthworm to realize there's enemies. Alright. The earthworm's blind, so you gotta give him a little... You gotta give him a little time. It's flimsy and unquestionably weak. I'm glad we managed to catch it then. This isn't a beast, it's a wonderful creation. With only 6 other kills, and 3 of them... There are 3 extra kills being goblins and dwarves. But he hasn't killed anybody in 70 years! He's basically harmless. Okay, well he's gonna do his thing. We'll check back on that in a few. All linked up? All linked up. Let's take out this layer. We'll go 1 layer at a time until we find something. That being like obsidian or gems, and then we're gonna take it pretty slow after that. Mine out just a little bit here. Hammerlord has bestowed the name Mostadorostist upon a steel warhammer, and that means the shameful recluse. Ah, some green diamonds, perfect. I'm gonna start excavating the exterior of it. Let's give us some working room. Is Dwarf is still gathering items? What could he possibly want? Where is Nerdiverse? Okay, items. What's going on, buddy? Why can't you... Why are you doing this? Why do you... You got this. I believe in you. The silk doesn't fall. I wonder if they can use like a step ladder to collect it though. Captain of the guard was fighting with monkeys. You good, Doc? He's webbed. He doesn't want to move, though. He's chilling. He's just hanging out. Worthy attempt. I'm curious though if they can harvest that. It's okay. So he's also flying, so that might be some weird effect. He might be like in the upper part of the block, so it's gonna strike the upper part of the block. I don't know if that's how that works. I know that Dwarf Fortress has interesting interactions when it comes to different sorts of stuff interacting with each other, so that could be it. We're probably gonna dig up this blue diamond cluster and hopefully not fry a dwarf. Mine out this cave wall just a little bit. Lolor, I hope you're fast. Hey, not bad, kid. Can you do it again? Womp womp, the answer's no. Oh, now they're gonna catch fire and they're gonna burn for 200 million years. Okay, but we cracked the gem wall, which is what we were going for. Let's make sure nobody tries to go and grab stupid crap. Molten Myrocline. Maybe we get lucky and they don't catch fire? The lava went out underneath them. I think we get lucky. Do we have any blocks from age past? We do have blocks from age past. There we go. Now it'll just be a fancy wooden floor that makes no sense. And you know what? I'll leave. Gross. Okay, hold on. Pause. Pause. Activate civilian alert. Pull the levers. Yeah, don't let any of them in. Pull all the levers. Click. Okay, cool. Oh, perfect. We got Goblin Thieves. I mean, if you guys want to rush in, that's fine. Watch, the siege is going to break any second now. Oh, low lore, right. No, that makes sense. He got blasted with lava. Poor low lore. Quick, but not quick enough. Still have 6 goblin invaders who are relentless. They're not giving up yet. Please, Nerdiverse, we can't afford this. Let's see. Ah! It is the fact that this guild hall is over it. This should solve him. Which ceased once the zone was removed. So I took it out. Bones. Okay, now he needs bones. Somebody get rid of that rotting monkey corpse. 5 invaders. The siege is broken. Well, I know we have bones. So bones, cloth, thread. I know you don't need cloth. Bars of metal. Cloth, thread. Bones, yes. What kind of bones do you want, my guy? Personality, values, preferences. Tree life, cloth thread, bars metal. So there was more. cut a clear tourmaline. See if that's what it is. Is he secretly needing gemstones and he doesn't want to tell us? But he doesn't have any bones picked up, so... why? Maybe he wants the bones that are outside? Hold on, I'm reading about my guy here. Okay, so he might need new bones from a new animal. So, peacock, war dogs, eagle, one of the dogs. Give him more bones, it says. Okay, and then he started going to grab the stuff anyways, so now we're gonna go back. We have to go back. Yeah, this is looks like it's a common bug with cloth and the fact that the place that he chose to work was in a guild hall. And because he grabbed so much cloth, he needs an appropriate amount of bones. Bins, coin bin. One group of citizens is stranded. Boy, you will be fine. Okay, and he's working. He grabbed another piece of cloth. He's like, you know what? Not enough. I need just one more piece, just in case. I don't know if I grabbed enough. You're right. Let's hit that. Bam. Proceed. All right. I want to see what this artifact is. Let the lava drain out of here. Rip Lolor. You cracked the gem wall pretty good, though. And we're already a couple layers down. Hey, look, he's not stranded anymore. coffin. Nerdiverse Plays Diagnostician has created Unal Debish, a kaolinite coffin. He offers it to true kings. Alright, here we go. 120,000 dwarven bucks. This is a kaolinite coffin, and all Kraftsdorf is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with oval kaolinite cabicans, studded with gold, and decorated with sheep wool and alpaca wool. Ocel Abysmerk's forgotten beast silk, llama wool, cave spider silk, yak bone, and encircled with bands of alpaca wool, Ocel Abysmerk's forgotten beast silk, cave spider silk, llama wool, and sheep wool. This object is adorned with hanging rings of the various types of wool and silk, and menaces with spikes of kaolinite, copper, and all of the different textiles. On the item is an image of a throne in bayberry wood, WorldThrone. On the item is an image of Abelel Hamepost, the dwarf, in the Forgotten Beast silk. He's laboring, and it relates to the career change from glazier to blacksmith in WorldThrone in the mid-autumn of 107. On the item is an image of an oval cabican in alpaca wool. On the item is an image of an icosahedra in the Forgotten Beast silk. On the item is an image of blunt spasms, the kaolinite coffin, which is it's self-referencing. There's another image of it. There's an image of Kosoth Matched Lancer, the dwarf, in a prepared meal. He's raising the prepared meal, and it relates to the masterful prepared meal created by the dwarf Kosoth Matched Lancer for True Kings at WorldThrone in the early autumn of 107. On the item is an image of two cut square gems in cave spider silk. On the item is an image of a chinchilla man in alpaca wool. Gizzard stones in alpaca wool. Full moons in cave spider silk. Blueberry bushes in llama wool. Cubic cube in silk. Baguette cut gems in llama wool. Giant hornbills in silk. Blunt spasms once again, twice over, in silk. On the item is an image of a ram in wool. The ram is falling, and it relates to the slaughter of a ram in 106. It relates to a goblin, an elf killing a goblin. It relates to... oh my gosh, so much. The ascension of our Baroness in 104. It self-references again. Six-sided prisms. Squidmen. There's squid people. Iguana people. Torch ally. Cobalt Mansion. Blunt Spasms. Blunt Spasms is the name of this. I'm like 90% sure. We'll double check. And then if you scroll... there's basking sharks. So this thing has like the history of the world on it now, basically. And we're just gonna come set that up over in the tavern. We're gonna look at the objects to make sure it's called Blunt Spasms. That is what it's called. I'm gonna pop one more save, but we're gonna be returning to title menu because that is where I'm calling it today. If you watched my stream, thank you. If you watched for the whole time, an extra thank you to you. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow at the same time, 10 a.m. US Denver. That's GMT -7. Thanks for hanging out, Nimes. It was good seeing you. Thank you for being one of the best brokers I've had in a fort. You're dealing with all the poor people, really. You're dealing with our trade funds. Making sure that everything gets dealt with within the kingdom, and you're doing a damn fine job of it. We've successfully managed to lower the population of maligned feeds down 1,000, taking out cave dragons, cave ogres, maneras, and goblins, elves, humans, dwarves, all evil creatures alike. We've had a couple dwarves get captured in our recent raids, and so we're going to have to train our military force greatly to save them and release them back. But that will happen tomorrow. I'm going to choose another streamer to go and say hello to. YouTube people, whenever I raid, the stream is going to cut when that gets sent. So you'll be able to stop watching then. If you guys will stick around for the raid, I'd really appreciate it. Make sure to follow and say hi. And let's see, who we got? Ah, Nicarian, I know him pretty well, and he's another PNG tuber like me. Alrighty, so we're going to hit start raid, and that's going to go in 10 seconds. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're raiding in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye!